Hey, my friends, Big Stu here. Hey, how you doing? Just want to say big welcome. And today, what we have, been waiting for this. This is, of course, Lando on the box, but this is Smuggler's Bounty, the solo edition from the new movie. So I'm very excited about this new movie. It's coming out for us, for me, it's coming out, and for you, I guess it would be, if you're watching this video on Sunday. It's coming out, I guess, this coming Friday, if I'm not mistaken, on the 25th, just in time for the Memorial Day weekend. So, but anyway, so I'm very looking forward to it. Wasn't sure. I see all the Star Wars movies anyways, so I wasn't 100% sure how excited I would be about it. I saw Rogue One, and I was very pleased with that. Very surprised with that. I enjoyed that very much. And so, since I've seen all the Star Wars, I pretty much will go to see any of them, probably in most cases. And but Rogue One, I loved it very much. Mildly surprised, especially the way it tied in at the end and everything to the very, I guess it's not the first one, but the fourth one, New Hope. But anyways, but the first cut of Solo wasn't that excited. It didn't seem that great. But the second trailer, third trailer, got me hooked, and it looked very, very good. So definitely going to go see it over the Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully on Memorial Day. I've been very busy. Um, just finished up 2 days ago our K-5 kindergarten graduation program. So it went very well. The kids were adorably cute. They did a good job. I'm very proud of them, and they were amazing. But anyways, I messed up a little bit here and there. Forgot to do a few things, but overall, it went really well. And we have 1 week of school left, and so it's just fun days, stress free. My program was the first, so the other teachers have their programs on Wednesdays and Thursdays of this week. So they're dealing with the stress. My wife's a first grade teacher, so she's dealing with trying to get things ready. So, but the benefit of doing yours early is you enjoy the whole week, last week of school. Plus, Saturday, this coming Saturday, I'm going to MegaCon. So I'm very excited about that. And after this video, I probably will be working on Legos. I have a whole pile. Hang on. Trying to go anywhere off screen. Here's my hand. I have a whole pile. This is so bad, I know. I have a whole pile of Lego people. Customs, different characters, and you probably can see that. And so I need to go through all of these and see who I need, who I don't need. What variant costumes, different variant Spider-Man costumes, different variant versions of the Flash. And so I make sure that I don't buy something that I don't need and see what I have. I mean, hard to believe that there's shouldn't be too much I need. One of the things I'm hoping to get, if I don't need as many people, is some dinosaurs and everything. So I'm anxious to get some dinosaurs. Future project I want to do, use the Jurassic Park stuff, do a Savage Land um, eventually. So, and use that with the Jurassic Park world stuff, and maybe combine that into half Jurassic Park one end and the other end kind of more of a Savage Land, open free range, and that'd be very cool. So that's a future project down the road when I have a little bit more room, but I would love to have the materials ready, schematics ready, and everything sketched out, so when I'm ready, I can go at it. So this is the time of year. I will also be getting ready for our summer program this coming week too, and our summer club. I'm ahead of that, so I have to schedule that and activities and everything. So I'm going to do the first month of June, and try to get that all done by the end of next week. So, but beginning of the summer, this is the time I try to jump back into my Legos, rebuild things, fix things up, organize things. I have boxes all over the floor, which you can't see, and Lego pieces and different containers and all that needs to be organized better and put on the shelf. So I'll be doing all that. So I better hurry up here. It's been almost 5 minutes. I have not done anything with the box. So, from my understand, the Star Wars boxes will still continue through Funko till I think October. So I already know what the next box is. So this is considered May's box. So July, there's July, So we have July, August, September. So there's probably just two more boxes, maybe, if that's the case, besides this one. Um, there'll be the Julys and then September's really, and then October maybe in around there, whatever. So there's probably just two more themes coming out, which would be one more because I already know the next theme for July. I'll share that at the end of this video. But anyways, so this is solo. It's not a very big box. And from my understanding, there's no t-shirt. They didn't ask about size of t-shirts at all in here. So we might not even get anything for apparel. If we do, maybe, I don't know, a hat maybe. They did a C-3PO hat over a year ago. Maybe a little bit more than a year ago. And I had not gotten that box. I didn't start for a couple boxes after that. And but they have, that is their hat. So I've not done a hat since then. That's the only thing I could think of is hats if they're not doing sizes of shirts. So we'll see what we got here at all. So I've not bought any of the, I always buy the Han Solo Star Wars pops, and I have probably about 4 or 5. Some of the scenes and things that they've done. I have the cantina scene with Greedo, and then I also have from one of my boxes where Solo's on the Tauntaun from Empire Strikes Back on Planet Hoth. And then I have a couple of the bounty hunters, and I have a couple of Solo. Solo is mainly the character I like in the bounty hunters as far as Star Wars goes. I enjoy the movies, but those are my favorite aspects of the movie. And of course, I have a section, a bunch of pops of just based off the Rebels cartoon series. I enjoy that. But anyways, so I'm hoping I've not bought anything. They have a cool Chewbacca. They have a cool Han Solo pop. But I didn't want to buy anything until I saw what kind of pop I'm getting out of this box and see if I even need to buy anything that they have on they're selling in the stores. So let's open this up. I got this box yesterday. I posted on Instagram, on Facebook that I was going to be doing a video soon. So I was very excited because I really wanted to get into this yesterday. So I'm even looking at this before my son. He's away for the weekend. And normally he opens up these boxes before me and gives me a little bit of his opinion. So we're seeing this before my son is. So let's see what we got. Okay, I was right. Okay, look in the box, nothing too fancy. Obviously there's a hat. So let's see what this hat is. I'm gonna move this piece underneath here so we have a little bit more room. Okay, so Mud Trooper hat. So it's olive green, military green. And it says Mud Trooper on the back. And pop symbol on the side. And this is your patch, Mud Trooper. And then kind of Star Wars underneath, Star Wars pop underneath. So I like to bend my hats. It's a nice quality hat, and I will definitely keep it and wear it. I don't have a Star Wars hat, so I can at least wear this. Or Star Wars. I'm assuming the Mud Trooper is a big deal in Solo, because I'm not familiar with the Mud Troopers at all in anything. Okay, we got one of the little minifigs, and this is of Lando. So I won't open it up because we know exactly what it is. Exclusive, one way of getting this Lando. They don't even show the other versions. I'll have to check out the next time when I see the mystery boxes and see what outfit he's in. Obviously, this is probably just a repaint of the regular Lando that you can buy. And then there's a pin. And not sure of who this is. A droid of some kind, maybe. And at first I thought this was the robot that they have in their series, but it's not. The L3 something 37, L3 something is the droid that they have. I guess it's Lando's droid or whatever. That's on the Millennium Falcon with them. And so I can't even tell who this is at all. So this must be a stormtrooper type of character, or the villain. There's an army I've seen in the previews of with the smugglers or something, and it could be them. So I'm not even sure. Okay, but nice that we got a pin back. And now the only other thing is, oh, cool, is a um, a 2-pack pop. And let me move this. Oh, we got something else. Hang on, move this over. Let's look at the other thing first. Okay, and we got a keychain of Han Solo's blaster. So it's basically just a keychain of the blaster out of rubber. So there's only been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items counting the hat. This is obviously going to be the big deal. This is Han Solo and Chewbacca. Chewbacca looks very sad. They look a little dirty. I know he's getting a little bit of reflection here. And try to do it this way. Show you in the back of the box what they look like. Apologize for the reflection. So they look dirty. They're chained at the feet. Han Solo and Chewbacca 2-pack exclusive. So obviously they get captured and they're prisoners of some sort. Man, Chewbacca looks so sad with his hair drooping in his eyes. And Impy's nest is, I don't know, a bunch of bad guys or something, and that's what looks like this pin is, possibly called Impy's nest. So I will show that to you. This is the other choices. Move over here. You can see the choices that you can have. But the thing at the very bottom, Impy's nest, looks like the thing that is my pin is. So in this series, there's Han Solo, there's Chewbacca with goggles. I really like the ones with goggles, so maybe I might pick him up. Lando Calrissian, the girl Kiwa, Tobias Beckett Val, Rio Durant, L337. That's the droid. And then there's a range trooper, Impy's nest, and a mud trooper. So which obviously is my hat, mud trooper. So range trooper, mud trooper. So, but anyway, so once I see the movie, more than likely, hopefully, this will all make sense. These different characters and everything. I know they got a bunch of action figures out already, but I haven't been paying attention to them at all. Not really been paying attention to much of the characters. So let me give you my opinion on this real quick. I didn't want this to be too long of a video. This is pretty cool. Definitely cool. Like this 2-pack on the base. I can't really tell how decorated the base. It just looks like a black base because I can't really tell the base. It doesn't look like there's anything on the base with them that much. It's just a solid black base. Some of the movie scenes and things that have decorative bases and things, but this is just looks like a solid black base. So this is obviously the best thing in the box. This, don't really care. I'll trade for it. I'm not planning on buying, collecting this series. I only get these types of Star Wars figures if I can get them at GameStop or somewhere on clearance around $2 to $3. I'm definitely not paying $7 for these. I'm not wealthy enough to have enough money to burn that I pay $7 to $8 for these little mini guys. They're very detailed. They're very cool. Don't get me wrong, but way overpriced. They should be at $4. Then I would collect them, but not at $7 to $8. A pin I'll keep just because I save all my pins. And I'm going to frame them eventually. And then the blaster, I probably will trade. These 2 items I will trade if my son doesn't want them. This I will definitely keep. And my hat I'm going to keep just because it's cool. There's no card in here at all. Like in the past, we used to get cards and stuff to tell us what it is. And that kind of stopped a few boxes ago when they started announcing that they were going to move into with somebody else. So once they partner with somebody else, I hope they bring back their cards because that explains some things. And I've always enjoyed the cards, the process, the sculpting, behind the scenes kind of look that they've always given the products that they were making for the boxes. I'm a little mixed review about this. I mean, this is great. Hat's okay. It's good. I probably would rather have a solo pop shirt, but I'm always like that anyways. And we have not had a shirt, I don't think, in a while. The Marvel box was a huge box, the Infinity War, and that had some sort of bandana scarf type of thing of Iron Man, and there wasn't even a shirt in that either. So I have a feeling that we're not going to see shirts at all. and any more Star Wars boxes that they put out until maybe new partnerships or whatever. But I have a feeling if they don't do, they cut out the shirts, then they don't have to worry about certain sizes for certain people, and then that makes it a little bit more complicated sorting this and so forth, and they can just have everything unisex, hats fit everybody, type of a thing. So, or scarves or whatever they put out. Anyways, so I'm gonna give this probably a 7. I'm gonna give this probably a 7.5. Just because of this, I could live without the hat. I like the hat. I got the hat. I'd rather have the hat than a scarf or bandana. Please don't do any more bandanas. At Christmas time, you want to do a scarf like the Guardians of the Galaxy you did a couple years ago. That would be awesome. But we don't want hats more than, once a year, a hat for any of the boxes. Don't want to see hats starting every other box, every third box. Should only be once a year a hat at all. If you want to do a beanie warmer hat at Christmas time, that's cool. But a regular ball cap should only be once a year per each theme box that you put out. It was nice to get a pin because we haven't really been getting pins or patches. That kind of went by wayside and everything. So I'm gonna give this a 7.5, mainly because of this and because of the hat. But really half the box I didn't really care about. And these were really small items, I felt like. And I felt like this box was really small. It could have been a lot bigger compared to what we used to get for $31, give or take. But this, I'm assuming this probably on the secondary market is going for an easy $20-$25 easy. It could even be going for $30 at this point. So this probably is paying for the box itself in most cases. The pop does with Star Wars. And the Star Wars box has always been good because they always either give you 2 pops, or they'll give you a special double pop maybe, or they give you a pop ride, or a scene or something like that. So Star Wars have always been better in the pop end than the Marvel's boxes or the DC boxes. In previous, as far as I feel like, for what you're getting for the pop, the size, and everything. So, but anyway, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're excited about seeing Solo, and maybe I might do a. I've been wanting to do a movie review, especially for the summertime. I see something almost every week, and talk about some things, Infinity War, and maybe Solo, and maybe something else I saw, Bad Samaritan with David Tennant. I enjoyed that very much. So there's a handful of movies I've seen recently. I'm going to go see Deadpool Tuesday, so I can't wait for that. And so maybe I'll give a review after I see Solo. I'll do a quick thing. The only other thing I have upcoming right now, it's just been kind of slow. I will be joining the 1st of June. I'll be joining Brick Club, and I'll be doing a video when that ships. I think that ships in the middle of June, and I'm going to be also doing I have a Marvel collector, Good and Gears from Loot Crate. Or not Marvel collector, Marvel Good and Gears from Loot Crate box, and that's a quarterly every other box, every other month, and that's going to all be Avengers movie related. So based off, I guess, the Avengers Infinity War, or just the Avengers movie universe. They didn't necessarily say it was all about Infinity War, but the indication was it was the cinematic universe of the Avengers, not comic book version of them. And so that's a little bit more of a high-end box. So I'm expecting probably 5 to 7 items in that box. Not necessarily going to probably get a pop in that box, because they're with the Funkos now as far as that goes. So I'm assuming that we'll just maybe get a shirt or a jacket or something. Maybe it'd be kind of cool, and some other little things. So I'm not really sure. I know I keep saying that what it is. They've not even shown any hints or anything, and that's supposed to ship. I think that actually closes if it hasn't sold out yet. It usually closes like the first week of June, maybe second, or no, actually, I think it's supposed to. It's already closed. It's supposed to ship. It closed on the 15th, and it's supposed to ship either this coming week or the first week of June when I'm supposed to receive it. So we'll just see how it plays out. So that'll probably be my next video. Then after that, it will be some of the Lego stuff. Speaking of Legos, real quick, I picked up 3 of the brand new Lego minifigs. And I'm going to show you these 3 figures real quick. Then I'll show you the little checklist, which you can get with them. I'll put them on my solo box, lift them up. Okay, so here I got a little guy in the dragon costume. So it's very cool, very detailed. And I'll kind of show it up here. Very good job with it. Has a tail and everything. Really cool. I like that very much. And then there was, it's a 40 year, I think, celebration. So you had a guy like in a birthday cake, he can pop out and all, but he's in a birthday cake. And then I got a little girl, and she's balloons, little present. Open up the present, and it looks like a couple little donuts are like in the present, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they're like 2 little donuts. So little birthday donuts, I'm assuming. And I have here, reach over here, and this is what it is. Yeah, it's the 40 years. And most of these figures, all of them look awesome. And they're all, let's see if I can show this to you. They're all in costumes, most of them. So you have a guy at the top who's in a firecracker. Then you have a clown, which has some really cool balloon animals in his hands. And you have a girl in a blue brick costume and a boy in a red brick costume. And they each have their opposite little mini bricks in their hands. Then you have a guy who's dressed as a guy or a girl. He's wearing a tutu, but he's dressed as a elephant with a little mouse. Then of course you had the little girl that I had below that, the dragon. Then you have a, I don't know, police officer. Then you have like a spider queen woman. Of course, a guy in a cactus costume besides the cake guy. Then you have a blue unicorn, a little boy getting a birthday gift, and you got a cool guy on a horse, riding a little toy horse. Then you got a plant person and a NASCAR driver. Then you have a cat person dressed in a cat costume. So these are kind of really cool. Most of these you feel the bags are all big bags. And I haven't really paid attention. I just snatched my first 3. Didn't care what they were because I wasn't looking for anything specific. But some of these figures I could reuse too. I was just looking at the cat person. The cat person I could use as hench people for Black Cat or Catwoman. Down the road, the Spider Woman, I can use her as a villain of some sort as far as a double goes. And so there's different things I can use some of these too outside of just setting them up for the series. So I don't mind getting doubles of some of them. So I'm very excited about them. They look pretty cool. Of course, the plant person could be several of them with different faces. Could be victims of poison ivy or around poison ivy's lair. So that'd be very cool. So I'm very happy with the series. I want them to make a superhero series. Give us a superhero series with variant costumes or extra villains, especially a Marvel series. DC's really put out a lot of Batman stuff and Batman villains, so we really got a lot of that already. But as far as I really want to see them do too much of that DC, because I'm afraid we might get some of the same stuff, but would love to see some of the Marvel stuff and some of the unusual Marvel characters and villains and things at all. So and it would be really cool if they just did a total villain thing, and that would be neat. And another Disney. Let's get a series 2 Disney to match up some of our characters that didn't have partners in the first series. So that would be pretty cool. So I know I'm having a full geek on here talking about that. But thanks for hanging out with me. Almost 25 minutes. Sorry, didn't mean to be that long. But hopefully I'll be putting out a video next week or in 2 weeks. And whenever I get the next box in. And if I don't get a next box in next week, then after Memorial Day, I will put out a video on several of the past movies I've done review. Do want to get back to doing comics again. But hopefully I'll do that with Superman. I want to wait till the Bendis Superman run is gone through. Some of the Spider-Man anniversary comes up. Wanted to finish that off, and so I can kind of share that. Wanted to share what I thought about Metal a little bit more. I think I talked about metal just a little bit, but a little bit more on metal and in the Spider-Man and also the new Avengers startup. So there's a handful of stuff I'd like to share with that. So I have lots of ideas. I just don't seem to have lots of time, but I will have more time hopefully with the summer and everything. So I want to give a shout out to a friend of mine, Joe. She said she's been watching my videos, enjoying. We used to work together. And Joe, I promise I do want to get together. We are going to get together before the 12th. I know you're leaving town. We will get together before the 12th, you and Greg, and we'll get together for dinner or something one night. So hopefully things are wrapping up. I won't be as busy. But anyways, my friends, be kind to each other. Build well. How about that? I should end that on my notes all the time. Each video, build well. But anyways, I will catch you later. Thanks for hanging out with Big Stu. This is just an old Star Wars shirt I just put on because I haven't had a new shirt lately, so that's why I didn't spotlight the shirt. But anyways, I'll catch you later, my friends. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye.